Hello fellow car enthusiasts, I think the more we drive high-performance EVs, the more convinced we'll be that the big engineering hurdle isn't batteries and motors. We have to think about how to program our soul, creating the same or greater emotional connection with the driver with fewer inputs continues, apparently, to vex EV engineers globally. The good news is, the performance part of the equation is already taken care of. Just look at the 2022 BMW i4 M50 here. His performance is so fantastic. As we thought, he is one little gap an M3 competition in a straight line, hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, 0.2 seconds quicker. The gas-powered M car needs a full quarter mile to catch up, with the two tied in that run at 11.6 seconds. The M3 competition did, however, go 4.8 miles per hour faster than the i4 M50's 120.9 mile per hour trap speed. Note the i4 M50 must be in Sport Boost mode to achieve maximum acceleration, other modes won't cut it. The gas-powered car is slightly shorter, by 2 feet, but that's no surprise considering it's 1,348 pounds lighter than the 5,093 pound i4 M50. Still, the BMW EV's ability to stop in 104 feet from 100 miles per hour is impressive. Even more impressive is its consistency, as heavy EVs tend to overheat their brakes after a few emergency stop tests. It is not. It's equally unsurprising that it's lighter, as the M3 comp pulls higher Gs on the skid pad and sets a quicker 8 rev, but that's also partly due to the i4 M50's overly aggressive stability control, which also cuts off your throttle inputs until the steering wheel is finished. Buddha means straight, even with escape off. Why BMW programmed it this way is a mystery, as the car is clearly capable of handling well and other M products have a true drift mode. In other words, BMW is not known for being afraid of some side moves. Regardless, 0.94 grams on the skid pad isn't bad, nor is a 24.5 second figure 8 lap of 0.80 average G. All of this performance is especially impressive when you consider that the M3 comp rides on even stickier tires and handles wider meets up front. While it rides on BMW spec Michelin Pilot Sport 4S spring tires, the i4 M50 is all season with BMW spec Pirelli P0 Elect high-performance tires. Specially designed for electric vehicles, it is a smooth tire with low rolling resistance, so stretching the M3 comp will be even more effective when using this rubber. Mind you, we're talking about the highest performance car ever made. The M3 comp is everything the M division knows how to make a gas-powered mid-size luxury sedan go fast, and it's one of our favorite sports sedans. The 2022 BMW i4 M50 is the company's first crack at an EV sedan that's more comparable in performance to the standard M3. Note that this i4 M50 is $76,760 as tested, which is the same as the base price of the M3 comp and well below the nearly 6 figures that the lightly optioned M3 comp sells for. Think that these are all just numbers. The driving experience is where gas-powered cars still have a serious edge over electric cars. As capable as the 2022 BMW i4 M50 is, it feels like a state-of-the-art, full-motion driving simulator. Also, we're talking about this in the context of the i4 M50 being a performance vehicle. If you just look at it as an electric 3 Series, the i4 is great. It's quiet, fast, quick to charge and very convenient. Don't think that these are all just numbers. The driving experience is where gas-powered cars still have a serious edge over electric cars. As capable as the 2022 BMW i4 M50 is, it feels like a state-of-the-art, full-motion driving simulator. Also, we're talking about this in the context of the i4 M50 being a performance vehicle. If you just look at it as an electric 3 Series, the i4 is great. It's quiet, fast, quick to charge and very convenient. The interior of this i4 M50 is extremely muted this time around, making you feel cut off from the outside world as you escape the past. The optional high-performance tires on their 20-inch wheels don't squeal until they're pushed to the absolute limit, so there's not much vocal feedback there either. Similarly, the steering wheel is not connected to the wheels. If you look, you'll see that the only control contention occurs during the initial loop. Crack the steering wheel and you'll experience a momentary soft drift as you enter a corner. A slightly counterintuitive solution is to get on the accelerator earlier than usual, which starts the front engine and pulls the nose into the curve. Plan ahead, and by applying your brakes early and with a slightly lower input speed, you can avoid braking altogether to return to power sooner. Thankfully, the car is grippy enough that the stability control issues we encountered on the test track didn't show up on the street. Check out the brakes, they are very strong and durable. Switching from regenerative brakes to mechanical brakes is seamless, as long as you work them hard. Although BMW has programmed this F to behave like a gas car at low speeds, including several levels of regenerative braking, including a high setting that propels you forward when you lift off the accelerator. According to this advantage, it can be highly appreciated. If you fail to move the gear selector to B and the speed is less than about 12 miles per hour, the regen immediately retracts and the car will continue to roll instead of stalling. Instead of waiting for you to provide accelerator input, it automatically pulls forward as soon as you take your foot off the brake. If you want a proper EV single-pedal driving experience, where the regenerative braking stops the car without your foot on the brake pedal and cancels skidding, you will have to select B every time you put the i4 M50 into gear. If you want the old M experience we've been discovering lately, you need the M Competition or the M Competition Sport. Hopefully, there's an i4 M50 competition waiting in the wings.